Welcome to Tri-Valley Sports Final, your program for the best in local sports action. On this week's show, Jay Cosgriff is outstanding as the Livermore Cowboys softball team takes on the Archbishop Mitty Monarchs. McKenna Charbonneau goes yard as the Amador Valley Dons face the California Grizzlies. And city bragging rights in Livermore boys volleyball are on the line as the Granada Matadors square off against the Livermore Cowboys. All that plus Amador Granada boys volleyball and much more right here on Tri-Valley Sports Final. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. I'm Ian Bartholomew. On this week's show of boys volleyball as Granada takes on both Livermore and Amador. We'll also have softball as Amador faces Cal High and Livermore meets Mitty. And to get us started with that, it's my co-host, Tim Sabrandi.
Great. Thank you, Ian. And despite the cancellation of this year's Livermore Stampede softball tournament due to the rain and wet fields, a few of the tournament's teams did play last weekend. The Livermore Cowboys were able to secure 2 dry fields at Junction Avenue School sufficiently enough to allow for a 4-team jamboree to take place, featuring Livermore, Amador Valley, and perennial power St. Francis and Archbishop Mitty. After falling to St. Francis, the state's top-ranked team in the opening game, Livermore was in action again as they faced the Mitty Monarchs. And here we pick up the action at Junction Avenue School, and we see some nice defense from the Cowboys as we see all season long. Jay Cosgriff making the play in center field, and then she would follow that right up with a base hit to right and get safely into first. Following Jay would be Lane Makowski with the base hit to right. Cowboys would load the bases but would not score, and that would prove costly as this game continues on. Mitty in the top of the second, Corey Hicks, Oklahoma signee, gets the base hit to right. She'd advance to third base, and then Ellie Kleinholtz grounds to second. Carrington Coates throws her out, but Hicks scores, and the Monarchs take a 1-0 lead. We go now to the bottom of the second. Maggie Pike, single to center. Coach likes that, but she would be stranded. Bottom of the third, Jay Cosgriff up to bat again, and as she does so often, hits the double into right center field. She would end up being sacrificed to third by Peyton Williams, and then Lane Makowski with the squeeze play. Look at Cosgriff showing the speed down the line, scoring, and knotting this game up at 1-1, which the score would remain 1-1 until the top of the fifth. Olivia Anderson gets the base hit to left. She would end up advancing to second base, and then Kara Brady gets a base hit to left. Anderson would score, throw wouldn't be in time, and Mitty would be on top 2-1. And then basketball All-American McKenna Willixo gets the double down the line. She likes that. Hicks intentionally walked, so the bases are loaded. And that would set things up for Lindsay Miller with the base hit to center. And that would knock in 2 runs for Archbishop Mitty, stretching out the lead a bit to 4-1. And then Ellie Kleinheinz, she gets the base hit to left. Hicks and the pinch runner, Brianna Gomez, score. Archbishop Mitty now on top 6-1. So Livermore would have some work to do entering the bottom of the fifth, and Sophia Garachi try to get the Cowboys offense started with the bunt single. And here we see the fly ball to right, but that one is diving catch, Kara Edwards, and that would end the inning. So now we go to the top of the seventh, and Corey Hicks hits a towering home run to left, and her teammates are there to greet her as she rounds the bases. Archbishop Mitty up 8-1. They'd end up stretching the lead to 9-1 as we enter the bottom of the sixth. Bases loaded. Sophia Garachi gets the double to right center. This was huge. 3 runs knocked in by Garachi. You see Coach beat the tag there, trimming the deficit now to 9-4. And then Jay Cosgriff, she would hit the bloop single that would drop into left. Garachi would score. That would cut Livermore's deficit to 9-5, but the score would remain as Livermore would score no more. Corey Hicks homers, scores 3 runs. Monarchs hold on for the victory. Jay Cosgriff, meanwhile, for Livermore continues to remain hot at the plate. 3 hits, including a double and an RBI. So the Cowboys, they come up a little bit short, but a good effort by them.
Yeah, as we've seen before throughout the year, they rallied, and they almost came all the way back, but not quite. Mitty was just a little bit too much. But good effort by the Cowboys as they continue to play tough and against good quality teams.
A great effort by the Cowboys. It's too bad they couldn't put a few runs on when they had the bases loaded in the first. That might have helped, because then you come into it, instead of being down 9-5 in the 7th, maybe it's 9-7, 9-8, but still playing St. Francis, playing Mitty, definitely going to prepare them for E-ball and beyond.
Yep, and that's going to do it for Livermore. Up next, we'll see the Amador Valley Dons in action as they face the Cal Grizzlies in EBAL play. Plus, a little later, we'll have boys volleyball as Livermore faces Granada. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. It's been a good season for the Amador Valley softball team. Dons are in the thick of the EBAL regular season title race, with their only 2 losses coming by a total of 3 runs. Recently, Amador took to the field again, hoping to move one step closer to an EBAL playoff berth as they squared off against last year's NCS Division I champions, the California Grizzlies. We go out to Pleasanton. Dons ready to go. Pick it up in the 2nd inning. No score, but that would change as McKenna Charbonneau steps to the plate, and she rips it to deep right, over the fence for a home run. Her 3rd of the season. That's McKenna's 13th in the last 2 years. Amador jumps on top, 1-0. Dons look to add to their total in the 3rd as Emily Bull reaches out and punches it to right. She would, however, be left stranded. Grizzlies try to rally in the 4th. Amanda Dilsaver walks. Next batter lines a ball into the gap. Lauren Tran cuts it off, gets it back in quickly to Mai Falcone. Runners at the corners now for Alina Curiel, who lines it up the box. Falcone picks it up but has no play. Dilsaver scores to tie the game at 1. In the bottom half of the inning, the Dons look to regain the lead. Mai Falcone hits a slow roller to second. Ball is thrown away. Falcone hustles into second. She would later steal 3rd, setting it up for Charbonneau, who bounces to short. Grizzlies record the out at 1st, but on the play, Falcone comes in to score as Amador regains the lead 2-1. Next batter, Taylor Oxy grounds a ball up the middle and into center for a base hit. She holds it first. Ava Davis then chops a ball through the hole. That puts runners at 1st and 2nd for Emerson Giles, who delivers with a base hit up the middle. Fresno State recruit Jada Crosby fires home, holding the runner at 3rd. Cal, however, prevents any further damage on a nice defensive play here. Reese Stinner with the scoop at 1st. That ends the inning. Top 5, Grizzlies threaten. Haley Godden lays down the bunt and legs it out for a single. Next batter, Kristen Lai does the same thing, beating the throw. 2 on now, but Kaylee Davis escapes with the strikeout. That retires the side. Davis had 5 Ks in the game. Bottom 5. Rhea Sharda flies to center, but look at Crosby come in, make a nice sliding catch. 2 batters later, Falcone pops it up in the infield. Ball is bobbled and dropped, and Falcone slides into second. Next batter, Davis rips a pitch down the line. It's off the base of the fence. Kaylee goes into second with a double. Falcone scores to make it 3-1. McKenna Charbonneau then walks. That puts runners at 1st and 2nd for Oxy, who singles through the hole. Madison Natari, the pinch runner, scores as the lead grows to 4-1. Ava Davis follows with a blooper to left. That played Charbonneau to make it 5-1. Dons look for more in the 6th. Lauren Tran grounds sharply to second. Tran is aboard. Moments later, Falcone grounds a base hit the left. Both runners, however, would be left stranded. 5 runs, though, would be more than enough for Davis. The Cal Poly commit gets the final out of the game on this pop-up to second. That seals it as Amador defeats Cal 5-1. Kaylee Davis earns the victory, tossing a complete game while striking out 5. McKenna Charbonneau and Mai Falcone, meanwhile, combined for 2 hits and 4 runs scored. Afterwards, the 3 Amador stars said it was a good team win.
I think that we came out a little flat in the beginning, and then we kind of flipped the switch. We were able to come together as a team and pick up our energy, work for each other, and just kind of turn it around. And just we were just building off everything, and we wanted to dominate today. So I think that we're getting better, a lot better since the beginning of the season, definitely. And I think that we have a good chance of making it far if we just keep building on games like this, like our wins. If we just keep building off of these and just being confident in ourselves, and I think working hard, and we can make it far.
I think it's great that we're working together and we're playing for the people behind us in the batting order, and we're playing for our pitcher. I think we're playing really well together as a team, and our team chemistry is great. We're trusting our coaches on the field, off the field, with their advice and their coaching.
I think we really worked together as a team. It wasn't just a one-person game. We all came together, we all collected hits, and really supported our pitcher, which we've been trying to do, and our coaches have really been believing in us, and it finally came together, and those hits did fall. So it was a really team effort today.
Good win for Amador. Dons followed up this win with an 8-1 victory over San Ramon Valley. Amador is just a game out of first place. They've won 4 straight league games, so they're on a hot streak and playing really well right now.
No doubt. I mean, this could be also a game that we see these teams in the E-ball playoffs and possibly even NCS playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, Cal High, one of the stronger teams in the Mountain Division, and obviously Amador Valley, a power in the Valley Division. And as you said, they're getting hotter. And with Kaylee Davis pitching the way she is, they're going to be a tough team to beat. Yep. So from softball now, we're going to go to boys volleyball, the Battle of Livermore, as the Cowboys take on the Matadors. And here we go from Livermore's beautiful new gym. And we see right away the great block on defense there by Tanner Breach. And next we see Callaway to McIntosh to Breach again. Breach would finish with 12 kills for Livermore. Samuel Walter now gets it to Carter McIntosh, and this time it would be Earl Stacy. So Cowboys looking good early, trying to get the win on their home court. And Granada, though, a lot of weapons themselves. This time we see Brody Manalo with the tap and the winner. Livermore, though, good combination. Vincent Batonio to McIntosh, back to Batonio on that one. 15 kills for Batonio. Here we see Breach to McIntosh, and there he is again, Earl Stacy with the kill from the right side. Granada on their next sequence. It would be the kill by Nick Bist off the pass from Joseph Yano. Livermore, though, some great teamwork there as they win the first set 25-16. That was Jacob Arnold on that last kill. Coach Cortez huddling with the Matadors, trying to rally Granada here as we enter set number 2. And the Matadors would definitely rally in a big way. Nathan Novak, the pass to Dan Osman with the kill. Grant McCarthy to Novak, and then there's Dan Osman again. Good teamwork. Granada also very strong on defense. There you see Caleb Carroll with the block in the middle. Granada continuing the momentum. It's McCarthy to Novak, and this time it would be Brody Manalo-Polis with the kill. Livermore now. It would be Earl Story. We saw him earlier, Earl Stacy with the block. We saw him with the kill on offense, now getting it done on defense. Granada trying to set up a kill. But there's Stacy again with the block. So he would have a big end match offensively and defensively. But Granada just so many weapons. This time we see Sam Gutierrez with the kill. They would win the second set and they would go on to win the match in 4. You see the numbers there. And the nice rally for them. They fell behind 1-0, win the last 3. And a much improved Livermore team. So a nice win for Granada on the road.
Yeah, the Matadors right in the thick of the EBL race in 3rd place behind Foothill and De La Salle. Cowboys, though, red hot right now. They've won 6 of their last 7 following this match. Defeated Amador and gave Foothill all they could handle.
Well, I think we see more parity overall in the Valley Division. I mean, Foothill's clearly a step above. I mean, but last year there was a clear separation: Foothill, Amador, Valley, Dublin, then Granada and Livermore. This year, Foothill class above, but on any given night, any of these teams can battle with each other. Even Dublin much improved, but Livermore on the rise and Granada right there as well.
Yep. And we are just getting started with volleyball. Up next, we're going to see Granada in action again as they face Amador. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. It promised to be an exciting match as the defending North Coast Section Division I boys volleyball champion Amador Valley Dons squared off against perennial power Granada. Amador came into this game with a league record of 4-3, while the Matadors entered with a mark of 6-1. And we go out to Amador. Dons head coach Ross Yu discussing strategy. Tied at 1 set apiece at this point. Pick it up in the 3rd set. Parker Brookhart to Ryan Burry, who gets it to drop. Moments later, Burry bumps to Brookhart, over to Max Ryder for the smash. Amador wins set 3, 25-22. On to set 4. Burry to Brookhart, to Nick Nyack. Now Granada tries to set up a kill. But number 5, the senior, Ross Yu, is there for the rejection. Ryan Yu with the rejection. Good play by him. Matadors battle back. Grant McCarthy to Joseph Yano to Sam Gutierrez. Dons come right back though. Burry to Brookhart to Nyack for the rip. Amador's fired up about that one. Nyack's only a junior. This time, Ryder saves to Brookhart. Back to Ryder for the kill. He's also a junior. Dons continue to play well. Burry to Brookhart, to Aiden Husinovic. Granada fights back though. Akshath Prakash to Yano, to Caleb Carroll. More Amador as Ryder passes to Brookhart, over to Burry for the point. He's only a sophomore. And now the Mats try to set up the kill, but Parker Brookhart is there for the block. He's a senior. Now Brookhart saves to Nyack, who feeds Ryder for the smash. And this time, Ryder Kukian bumps to Brookhart, behind to Nyack, and Granada's unable to return. Up 15-7. Dons score once again. Burry to Brookhart, to Yu. And moments later, Burry saves to Brookhart, who sets to Ryder. Now, Yu passes to Brookhart, back to Nyack. Mats try to rally. Brody Manolopoulos to Yano, to Gutierrez. But the Dons would be too much on this night as Ryder serves for the point. And one more time, number 1 dishes up an ace. Amador goes on to defeat Granada 3-1. Max Ryder And Nick Nyack combined for 42 kills, while Parker Brookhart chips in with 47 assists and 3 aces as the Dons win in 4 and a close match through 3 sets. But the fourth one was all Amador.
All Amador. That might have been the best set of any of our teams all season long. That fourth set, once they got rolling, and it happens like that sometimes. You're on your home court, enthusiastic home crowd, and they got the momentum, and to serve out Ryder to see 2 of the last 4 points aces like that, unreal. So great set, great match for Amador, but 2 solid teams, and we'll be watching them more as the year goes, and we'll be back with more on this show, Tri-Valley Sports Final Athlete of the Week, coming up next right after these messages, so please stay with us.
Our Tri-Valley Sports Final Athlete of the Week is Amador Valley softball player Kaylee Davis. A first-team All-EBAL pitcher last year, Kaylee is off to another good start. She currently ranks among the area leaders with an overall record of 8-3 with 91 strikeouts in 74 innings. Among her top games, a complete game shutout with 10 strikeouts against San Ramon Valley, a complete game win with 17 Ks against Arroyo, and a complete game victory with 5 strikeouts against Cal High. Kaylee also ranks among the team batting leaders with a .383 average and 11 RBI. For her excellence on the diamond, Amador's Kaylee Williams is our Tri-Valley Sports Final Athlete of the Week. Congratulations to her. Now, next week's show, we'll have more softball and another team in the thick of the EBAL race, the Foothill Falcons, as they face Carondelet, and Falcons can definitely put some runs up on the scoreboard.
They have not. That is a true statement. They have not had trouble scoring runs this year, and a dangerous club and 2 evenly matched teams, so it's going to be a good one to catch.
And we're also going to have the first place Foothill boys volleyball team as they square off against Dublin, and some Foothill girls lacrosse as they meet Doherty Valley.
Yeah, Foothill boys volleyball is having a historic year. I mean, the way that they're just dominating opponents, I think they've dropped 1 set so far the entire season, and we're in the latter stages of the year. So remarkable run by Coach Collins and his group.
And we also hope to have some baseball next week. But that will do it for this edition of Tri-Valley Sports Final. Tim Zabrani, I'm Ian Bartholomew. Thanks for watching. See you next week.